Welcome all. In this video, we will cover Kinesis Data Firehose, which is a highly scalable data ingestion service. This is the introduction video in which I'll cover basics of Firehose. So let's get started. Kinesis Data Firehose is the easiest way to reliably load near real-time streaming data into your data lake or your data stores. You have to pay attention to the word near real-time, and you should choose Firehose if you can afford 60-second delay in data delivery. So if you're looking for a real-time data streaming solution, then you should go for Kinesis data streams. I've already covered Kinesis data streams in my previous videos. You can check that out. With Firehose, you can capture, transform, and deliver data to multiple destinations such as S3, Redshift, Elasticsearch, and other third-party providers such as Datadog, New Relic, and Splunk. This is a fully managed service that automatically scales to match the throughput of data and requires no administration from our end. You don't need to manage any resources in Firehose. It supports serverless transformations using Lambda to transform incoming source data and deliver the transformed data to destinations. For example, if you're getting temperature data from some IoT device in degree Celsius and you want to convert that to Fahrenheit before sending to destination, then you can do so with the help of Lambda. You just have to write a simple code to convert degree Celsius to degree Fahrenheit. It also supports compression and encryption. So data is compressed before sending to the destination, hence you are charged less for the data storage. Data encryption ensures security. So Kinesis Firehose supports server-side encryption using KMS. So keep in mind that Kinesis Firehose is also known as delivery streams. Hence, if someone asks you to create a delivery stream in AWS, that means he is talking about Firehose only. Let's check the data flow in Firehose. Source of data can be a Kinesis data streams or using Kinesis agent or using AWS SDK API. From the source, records can be sent to Firehose delivery stream. Here you have option to transform record, which is an optional step. And apart from that, we also have option to convert record format. For example, conversion of JSON data to Parquet or ORC format, which are big data compatible formats. So after that, we can choose the destination and data is moved from Firehose to destination. Data producer for the Firehose can be put records API, where we can use put records or put records batch to send source records to delivery streams. Next is Amazon Kinesis Agent, which is a standalone Java software application that offers an easy way to collect and send source records to Kinesis Data Firehose. Then we have AWS IoT, wherein we can create IoT rules that send data to delivery streams. With CloudWatch logs, we can use subscription filters to deliver a real-time stream of log events. So the last one is CloudWatch event, with which we can take custom action for some particular events that we are interested in. Coming to the Firehose destinations, which we have already covered in the first slide. So this is very important if you're preparing for certification exam. You can get questions on Firehose destinations also. So destinations can be S3, Redshift, Elasticsearch, or your custom HTTP endpoints. Now, AWS also supports third-party partners such as Datadog and New Relic. Splunk was supported earlier also. Let's look at the use case of Firehose. This one is a simple use case wherein we put data to the destination S3 bucket. So data producer sends data to Firehose delivery stream. Once data is there in stream, transformations can be applied to the data and we can use Lambda function to perform the transformation. After the transformation, the transformed records can be sent to the destination buckets. Now, if you want to save error records also, you can choose some other bucket so that later on you can check what could be the issue in the data and you can resend the data again to the Firehose. Apart from that, you may also want to store original records for limited period in S3 as this is one of the cheapest storage option. So you can send your original records to some other backup bucket. This use case can be applied to other destinations for Firehose. Instead of S3 here, you can choose other destinations also, such as Elasticsearch or Redshift or any other custom HTTP endpoint. So the next use case is the important one and a bit complex. You can implement logging infrastructure with the help of Firehose. In this diagram, our EC2 or Lambda function is constantly sending log data to CloudWatch, and we can create subscription filter to deliver log stream data to Firehose from our Amazon CloudWatch. So in Firehose, we can do record conversion or transformation on the data, and after that, we can send that data to Elasticsearch destination. And finally, with Kibana, we can perform visualizations to have insights into the Elasticsearch data. You can create bar charts, pie charts, or constant monitoring using KQL. So do let me know in comments if you want me to create a video on implementing logging infrastructure with Firehose. I'll create a separate video on that. Let's discuss the most important part of Kinesis Firehose, which is the buffer size and interval. We've already covered that Firehose is near real time. That means it buffers streaming data to a certain size and time interval before sending to the destination. We have buffer size limit from 1 MB to 128 MB and interval limit from 60 seconds to 900 seconds. When either of the limit is reached, data is delivered to the destination. For example, let's say that while creating our delivery stream, we chose buffer size as 5 MB and interval as 120 second. Then if 5 MB buffer is filled, even if the time is not reached, then data is sent to the destination. So if time limit is reached, for example, let's say that 120 second is reached and our buffer of 5 MB is not filled yet, then also data is sent for the delivery. So you should carefully choose the size of buffer and interval as it can impact the performance of your delivery stream. So this concept is very important. So this is it from the introduction of Firehose. In the next video, I'll cover delivering data to the S3 from Firehose. Thanks for watching. Bye.